Well, Mikey, it looks like you're kind of relaxing this afternoon. And you know what? Why don't I read you a story from Harry and the Hurricane? That way there you can get a little more relaxed and we can pick out more books later. But anyways, let's start with chapter 1 with Harry and the Hurricanes. Okay, here we go. Facing each other, Pete and Sawyer perched on the deck pilings. The two pelicans were soaking up the morning sunshine while eating their breakfast lunch. A few steps away, Alligator Joe sprawled out on a lounge chair, sipping an icy lemonade. Look at those dark clouds. They're moving in and soon they're going to cover up the sun, remarked Pete. He was wearing his favorite blue baseball cap. The cap was an heirloom from his Uncle Hugh. Sawyer whispered hoarsely, "It scares me when those dark clouds come off the ocean like that." Pete said, "Yeah, it scares me too." Joe shook his enormous tail. "Will you two knock it off? You're making up a lot of nothing. Relax and enjoy the day." The friends heard rumbling, which soon followed by bright flashes of light in the distance. Sawyer asked, "Did you hear that?" "Yeah, I did," Pete said. "Just be cool. It's probably just a small storm, the type that pops up occasionally in Florida. They zap in and out real fast." "No big deal," Joe said with a glance at the sky. "A quick downpour, a few boomers here and there, and before you know it, it's over." Sawyer said, "I'm afraid of those lightning bolts and the thundercaps. They terrify me. Look at me. I can't keep my feathers from shaking." The vibration almost made Sawyer's fishing cap, with all kinds of attached lures clinking. It almost made it fall off. "It's my nerves, you know." Joe said, "Everybody gets a little concerned, and some even get scared during a thunderstorm. It's a very normal feeling." "But you don't understand. I'm terrified of them." "We know, Sawyer," Joe said. "We know." Pete reached out over to Sawyer, and he touched his wing. "We understand where you're coming from. I'm scared sometimes too, but I talk it out with myself, and it helps me calm down." "Believe it or not," Joe said, some of my gator friends are that way too. It's fine. We're here for you. Count to 10 slowly. It will help. If it gets to a point where it really bothers you, let us know. Then we can talk it out and we can help one another out." "Gee, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it." Sawyer let out a big sigh of relief. "That's like you sometimes when you're getting ready to nap. There you go, you put your head down and relaxing. I like it." Okay, I'll continue with the story. Within a few minutes, the sky had turned black and the wind was blowing hard. The air around them was gray and the wind swirled around and around. Flashes of lightning dashed off the water. A very loud clap of thunder was followed by several more. Sawyer jumped up and cried out, "I'm scared, really terrified." He shut his eyes and he swept his wing across his forehead. "Now I'm scared too," Pete said. "I can feel the feathers on the back of my neck standing straight up." Joe raised himself with his front legs. "Let's all calm down and let's head to the shack nearby." As he got up from the lounge chair, a strong gust of wind blew the straw hat decorated with flowers off his head. "Yikes," he yelled, reaching for his hat, catching it before it could blow into the Atlantic Ocean. Sawyer screamed, "Let's hightail it out of here, now!" "Right on," said Pete. To their surprise, a whipping gust of wind swept over and engulfed all three, lifting them skyward. Sawyer yelled, "Hang on!" Sounds exciting, right, Mikey? I can see you're excited too. "Hang on to what?" screamed Pete. "I still have my hat," Joe bellowed while pulling it down over his head. The rumbling and the roaring wind was deafening. "Hey guys," Joe said, "grab my arms and hold on tight. That way there we won't get separated." He managed to reach out and hold on to Joe's arms. The sound of the painful move blasted around them. Joe said, "What was that?" And the shaky voice Sawyer replied, "Was that a cow?" Joe said, "Looked like it. Can you reach it, Pete?" "No, she went by too fast. It was too late to grab onto her." Hours went by, so it seemed to the airborne trio. Squinting at his friends, Joe asked, How are you doing?" "I'm exhausted, trying to keep it together. Together, with all this bouncing and this twirling around," said Sawyer. He was panting. "It feels like the wind, it's like it's trying to suck the air out of my lungs. The debris flying around us, it's the problem," Joe said. "Try to protect yourself from getting smashed." "Protect myself? With what?" Sawyer shouted. A strong draft suddenly blew them straight down. They all screamed, "Whoa! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!" Then it turned and blew them back straight up. Sawyer shrieked, "I can't take it! I can't take it! This is the worst than a roller coaster!" Pete screamed, "You can say that again! This is worse than a roller coaster!" "Don't be funny, Sawyer," Pete said. "It's not the right time." Am I dreaming? Or is this a nightmare? I think I'll just pinch myself. Oh, it hurt. It means I'm awake. Will it ever end? Help! Help! Pete cried into the wind while flailing his free wing. Hey Mike, that's the end of the first chapter. I hope you enjoyed it. You really seemed very relaxed. And that was from the book of Harry in a Hurricane. And we'll do another chapter at another time. Hey, that's my message of the day.